you an early look at the job costing feature in Service Sidekick, which is under heavy development right now. It's certainly not done, but this is a first early look so we can see how it's progressing. So we have the concept of an item list, which is basically a list of the items that you charge for, which have a price, a name, description, and whether or not they're taxable or not. When you add on the job costing feature, you also get a cost component. So for example, we can go in here to, let's just go into any of these. It doesn't really matter for testing purposes. And we'll click Edit next to Fountain. And let's just put in a cost. Let's say the fountain costs us $100. So now we have a price that we charge the customer. We're also going to have a cost here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and bring up a job. Let's see if we have any in here. So I'm just going to go into any job. I'll pick this one here, Installation of Landscape Design. And you can see here that since we've enabled job costing, there's a couple things you will notice. One is because we have the sale, we have a charges section here. The sale is 1,680, and so we're showing a profit here of $1,680. We also have another section called expenses. So, of course, against the job, against the sales, you might have expenses that you need to put against that. So let's say we have a fountain here. I can bring that up. The fountain is $275 for the price, and our cost is $100. Let's go ahead. We can change any of this, of course. We can create this expense by clicking this create here, and you'll see that not only did we add the expense here, but this also changed at the same time. Of course, if we delete this, this will go back up. And if expenses become more than charges, this will actually turn red and go negative. So that is the current scene of job costing. It's a way to track costs against your items and then add those items as expenses against the job. The second part, which we have not looked at yet, is how to track labor costs. So the idea being that when this comes to fruition, you can add hours for someone. So let's say Bill put in 3 hours. Just like we've added a cost to an item, we will add a labor cost to Bill Johnson. So Bill Johnson might have, let's say his net labor cost is $30 an hour. When we add 3 here, this will calculate the cost at 3 hours times his $30 for his labor cost, which would put $90 as against this profit here. So that's going to allow us more of a full view of the two major components of job costing: expenses and then labor hours.